Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video and we'll
Well,
talk
hey
some.
family, happy Sunday. This is Darlene. We got these two beads. Let's look at these, see if these will work on here. Just to give it a nice little focal. See if it works out for us. I kind of like the way that looks. And you already know if we don't like it, all we're going to do is take it apart and start over. We'll use a couple more of these beads right here. I was going to say too, though, I sent out a mass email for the digital, I like that, for the digital magazine. And if you're on the email list, check your spam, because I'm noticing that the emails are going to spam for some reason, even though people are signing up for the email to receive the email from Jury by BDK. For some reason, those emails are going to spam. I'm going to use the polka dot too. So if you're not getting it and you signed up, and for some reason you're not getting the any email that I sent out from Jerry by BDK, chances are it's going to spam. And I don't know why it would go to spam if people, like sign up to receive. I like that already. If people signed up to receive, the email, I don't get why it would. I like these two. I don't get why it would go to spam. But stuff is weird and all kind of stuff. Another thing I'm noticing too, that at least twice a week, Google sends me something where it's telling me that there is suspicious behavior. I like the way this looks. There's suspicious behavior where it comes to my email, like somebody is trying to log in to my email, right, to my Jury by BDK email. So I'm having to keep changing, my email password. And I'm like, man, it's like I guess the more you're online, and the more you're out there in the sense of whatever it is that you're doing. That looks really nice. We're gonna put some charms on here. And the more that you're doing, that type of stuff happens. So what I'm doing is I'm being careful to log out of my emails, like at night whenever I do shut down, or even like during the daytime if I'm at work, or if I'm leaving, or anything like such. What I'm doing is I'm tying this. Somebody asked me, why don't I use glue when I tie, after I tie the bracelets. I don't like to use glue. I've never used glue. And remembering, I'm self-taught. Nobody taught me how to make jewelry. So whatever worked for me when I started making, of course, beaded jewelry, I just stuck with what I do. And when I knot it like that and make, like a lot of knots, for me, that's very secure. And I make the knot big enough so that it will lock into that big hole. So if I'm tying it, let's see, if I have a lot of knots, it's already going in there, a lot of knots, and that knot is tied nice and tight and secure, and it fits into that bead hole really well, that lessens the chance even more of the cord coming apart. I just don't like using the glue. I don't. And I said that again, whatever works for you, just do that. What I do is not law. It is not law. Nobody says the way that Darlene does it, it's the way it has to be done. This just happens to be the way that I tie my bracelets and the way I do my bracelets. I know it may seem extreme to some, but it's not to me. It's the way I prefer to do it. So just do it the way you like doing it. And that's all that matters. And if you look at that, that's a really big knot, and it fits nice and snug in that big hole, and that lessens the chance of the bracelet coming apart. That is already pretty. And we're doing like a little ocean. My sweatshirt got paint and stuff everywhere, so y'all got to excuse all that. So we're gonna put some I like this. We're gonna put some charms on here. Yeah, so it be a lot going on, like people trying to break into your emails and just crazy stuff. It's just always something. It is always something going on. You got to keep protection on your stuff because, and then like with the digital magazine, I'm noticing that there's a lot of, I don't know if they would be Asian names or Chinese names that keep downloading the same digital magazines on my website. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I could possibly block that email or that person's name or something. And then that's the thing about, once you're out in the public domain, you just basically out in the public domain. So that's a little fish on there. But then we're gonna put a couple more on here too. Oh, let's bend this under. I made this. Well, I actually turned the bead into a charm. But I'm gonna just take that little end because I don't like the ends to be flying free like that. I'm gonna just bend it like that and smash it down, and that looks a lot better to me. And then we're gonna just put another one on here. Yeah, and I was just like, wow, suspicious behavior. And the whole process I got to go through with Google is I have to check the security, check the availability, not check activity or something, and it takes you back to see when was the last time. Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Type situations, and I'm like, wow. And I have heard of people's YouTube channel, like getting hacked and they having to start from scratch. And I pray to the Lord that I don't have to do nothing like that. It's like, Lord Jesus, please. So we're just gonna put some charms around it all the way, because it's a lot. It takes a lot. I think I started the channel way back. Was it in 2000 something? But I wasn't consistent with it. I had uploaded a couple of things and then that was it. And I was like, okay, this is taking too much work. I ain't doing all this. But then, was it in 2002, 22, 23? Wait, to 2023? I think I started back. I don't remember when I started back, but I started back up, like really strong doing it. And I'm like, you know what? I really like making the videos. I really like, sharing the ideas and all that good stuff, the jury making ideas and all that good stuff. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I see the potential. I saw the potential then, but I didn't want to, like put in the work. And as you guys know, it's a lot of work. All I'm doing now is putting on charms while I'm running off at the mouth. So we got that. And my knee has been bothering me. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I don't know if it came from strain, like riding my exercise bike, or and then that's the thing too though. You be exercising to keep the weight down and keep yourself at least being able to breathe. And because if you sit all day because you work at home or because you're crafting or designing or doing what you're doing every day all day, you basically find yourself just sitting. So I like to get up and do my little what's her name, Leslie somebody, but I do the walking exercise. I was doing it every single day and riding my exercise bike until my knee got messed up and I had to start going to the physical therapy and that type of stuff. But it still bothers me. And then sometimes I don't even want to, well, not want to, I want to, but I can't because my knee hurt. So now I got to take ibuprofen. So I'm taking ibuprofen 800s. I think they're called Motrin or ibuprofen 800 or something. So I got to take those to literally be able to like do the little exercises and stuff. And I'm like, man, this song doesn't make no sense right here. Because as you get older, your whole thing is trying to, keep yourself a little healthy. You want to keep being a little cute. You ain't trying to have overflow and all that old craziness. Because for me, I like full size, not, I like full size for me, but not overage, if that makes sense. So like full size curvy, not huge or nothing like that. But when I exercise and keep myself like walking and doing that type of stuff, I like my size. But you gotta keep moving and doing something in order to keep that size. So it's like if not, you'll look up and you'll be like, "Ooh, Lord, what done happened?" And I'm looking for another. I thought I had another fish up here that I could put on here, but I don't think I do. because I want to do this like like an ocean sea type bracelet. I do like the way it looked, and in fact, let's put a couple more. I don't have no more fishes up here. Oh, this is a fish right here. Look, we got to make this one into a charm now. I might have something already up here that is already. Let me see something. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these on here, these big ones, just so I can see what it's gonna look like. And I don't have a lot of here, a lot of fishes and all those things. We're just gonna use these for right now, just to give us an idea about what this bracelet is gonna look like as a charm bracelet. Because I wanted to use these beads to make something, to see what they look like as a bracelet. Oh, I like that. I like the way it looks. And as with anything, you can always, because you know me, I'll holler some gold bangles in a minute. You can throw some gold bangles on it. You can, even if you had a watch, because I do know like the Apple Watches, you can get like special type of bands and stuff. So if you wear your watch with a special band, or some bangles, or just some other, I only put this on because it's right here, or some other bracelets, and just make it like a really nice chunky. And I was talking to a couple of people that I know, and as of April 1st, they have to go back into the office. So they've been working remote from home like this whole time since COVID. And they are like going through total withdrawals. They like, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, well, you've been on that job forever and a day. You just got to go back into the office, right? And they like, I don't know if I could do that. I done got used to being at home. I done got used to being free and unmonitored, and like all this type of thing. This is really pretty, right? I do wish I had more like little fishes and like little sea creatures and that type of thing to hang from it. It would make it more of a ocean type type bracelet. But anyway, and she was saying, well, a couple of them were saying, well, they got to go back into the office, and they're like really going through withdrawals. They're really having a hard time about this. And I'm like, well, all you could do is basically go back into the office. I mean, or have some type of doctor's excuse, like for something. If you got like how my knee bothers me, hey, something. But if they're requiring you guys to go back into the office as of April the 1st, they're allowing you time to actually get things situated and all that. And the good thing is they have kids that are, like they big kids. They don't need daycare and all the other kind of stuff. All they basically got to do is get up in the morning now, as of April whatever, and then go back to their to their jobs in the office. And I get it too. It's like all the politics and the issues and the characters and personalities and everybody trying to be the employee of the month and all that other kind of stuff. When you go back into the office, that's the crazy thing about it. And I don't miss none of that stuff. I don't miss none of that stuff. Even like when we do Zoom meetings, like for my job, there's always somebody trying to be employee of the month on a Zoom meeting. And do I be on their cameras? No, I do not. I always got a situation with my camera, and ain't nothing wrong with my camera. I hope don't nobody see this video, but ain't nothing wrong with my camera. But I always got an issue with my camera, or I can't hear them. So when I say I can't hear you, or there's an issue with the camera, of course you know that they got it to where you can call in. So there's a phone number that you can call in, and you're basically on the phone, listening to the meeting. That way you're not on the camera. Don't nothing be wrong with my camera. Ain't nobody trying to be bothered with them people. But anyway, this is really pretty. I like this. You guys let me know what you think. I was trying to make it more, because I think if I had more charms, like little sea creatures and oceans and all, fish and all that kind of stuff, it would make it more, you know, like an ocean or sea type bracelet. But I like it. I was going because of the colors, the blues, the real pretty blues with this one. And I only made one, two, I only painted one, two, three, four, five, six, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I only painted 8 of these color beads. I don't know if I only painted 80 because I didn't want to paint any more like that, or I think I don't even know. I don't know if I liked the color, didn't like the color. I don't know why I only did 8 of them, but I only did 8 of them. 8 of them, okay? But anyway, Darlene Knife for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.